Welcome, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. So I've been away or offline maybe for about 10 days. I've been overseas. I've been in Australia and I'm so excited because I am organizing a retreat there in May next year and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be around sovereign woman leadership, and yes, it's going to be super, super powerful and very grounding and very much showing a different way to bring beautiful energetic leadership into your business, into the workplace, or into your daily life, wherever it goes. Anyway, why am I here today? Well, I want to talk about masculine energy. You see, this journey is about you coming into full-blown resonance that you are the soul. Your true twin flame is not that body. And I know that's going to trigger some of you, but it's seriously not. And when you can let this land with you, like seriously let this land with you, that the body is only ever responding to the energy that's going on inside of you, the easier this journey becomes. And this is why it's really challenging at the start, because we're so programmed to seek outside of ourselves, seek, research, validate, look for our answers, hustle, push, strive, control. That doesn't work. I'll put on some little fancy outfit and try and catch attention, or post on social media to get their attention or anyone's attention. That is all you validating yourself. That is you looking outside of yourself and, should I say, looking for validation, but you're certainly not going to get it from your masculine by doing that. You'll get quite the opposite. You see, this is your masculine energy in that body. Let that hit. This is your masculine energy in that body. So whenever you are focused on the masculine and going, I need to see what they're up to, I need to know what their schedule is, they're in this relationship, they are avoiding me, I don't know. Look, there's a trillion stories that we can talk to about this. Whenever you are putting that energy out there, what you are doing is rejecting a very key part of yourself. I'm going to share an example of masculine energy and feminine energy. This box. I love it how, actually, I'm just in a roll. I love it how friends, this is before my awakening, the year before, I think. Or was it my 50th? I can't remember. Whenever it was not a good time in my life. And she gave me this, self-love affirmations. They know what's coming for you, right? So anyway, this box, this container, it's cardboard, it's not really plastic, is the structure that's holding, I'm really going to be in flow, that's holding all these beautiful cards, right? All these beautiful affirmations, stunning box of cards. I think it's pretty obvious what's going to happen if I don't put them in the box, right? What's going to happen? This is the feminine flow. The feminine flow, I mean, you only have to look at these beautiful cards. I'm grounded and filled with vitality when I immerse myself in nature. As I breathe in the fresh air and dig my feet into the earth, I am reminded of my true nature and the deep safety and perfection in the natural process of life. Safety. If we do not have a nice box to put these cards in, these cards are, trust me, they're not going to be safe. They are going to literally go flying. And I could be really dramatic and I could just drop them and you'll get the picture. In fact, I will. No masculine energy because it's too busy over here somewhere. This is what's going to literally happen to the cards. You are going to float. You're going to be all over the place. You're going to be sporadic, picking up these cards, which is what I will do after this video. I have no plans to do that, by the way. But that is what's going on with you. Why you feel unregulated, why you feel unsafe, why you feel sporadic, why you can't hold your emotions. That's what's happening at the start of this journey. We have been fully blown awakened, right? And we believe that that body made us feel bloody amazing. And that body, bless them, are not that clever. Okay, no, I'm not bashing out the masculines. I'm just getting clear. Your body's not that clever either, actually. It's your energy. It's always about the energy. When you're pushing your energy over there, so you're in the external world and you're pouring your energy into your masculine, and what are they saying, thinking, feeling, doing? I'm going to go and listen to this energy reading. I'm going to go and listen to what the collective's telling me. I'm going to do as energy outside of yourself. You are giving your creative life force energy to something that doesn't need to go there. You are a creator. You are a creative being. That is what you are being awakened to remember. And you have to release all the programming and all that programming that says that I must hustle, I must push to achieve, I don't know, to get a job, money, to keep this marriage, to keep this relationship, to keep this friendship. I've got to do all of this stuff. It's programming and it's an illusion and it's simply untrue. When you come back, you bring that energy back onto you. So where else does that masculine energy show up in your reality? Trying to fix family dynamics that really isn't your argument to fix, but we get involved anyway. Trying to resolve something in the workplace that really had nothing to do with you, but you know what, you're going in there anyway. That's the self-pleasing part of you. That is the avoiding part of you. Bring that energy back on you, and let me tell you, you will feel your inner masculine energy and you will be like, I need this on me. I feel better. These cards here feel much better than the ones on the floor that are not safe and scattered everywhere. They feel better in this box, protected. I want to hit home here that the masculine reflected in the body, that masculine energy is your energy. Pull it back to you, you bring the energy back to you, everything aligns with you. You have the awareness at some point, once you work through the ego death and allow those layers to fall away, and you start looking at the layers of your own life where you've been avoiding yourself, where you've not been showing up for yourself, where you've not been honoring yourself, you've been giving yourself to everybody and anything, including oodles and oodles and oodles of twin flame content for years on end, for many, not everybody, but for many, it keeps you stuck. It's putting your power outside of yourself. It's saying that that energy reading knows more about me and my energy than I know. And I'm not dissing anyone that does energy readings. I just want to get the message really clear that you are disempowering yourself when you believe that this will help you, this will help you, this will help you, this will help you. You are your own oracle. You have all the power within you. You are the alchemist. You get shown what you need to transmute from fear into love, and you bring it back into your heart chakra and you pull the energy in. How do you pull it in? By getting off all of this stuff, by thinking that, well, it's not even just twin flame stuff. It's stop giving your energy to family members that you don't need to be involved in. Stop reacting to situations that you don't need to be reacting to, and bring the energy back and go, why am I reacting to this? Let's just sit with this. When you sit with it, guess what energy you're in? You're using that innate masculine energy. Your masculine energy is consciousness. It's steady, it's stable, it's anchored in. And when you resonate with this is why we talk about meditate. Learn to center yourself, learn to calm yourself down so that your feminine can then go, you can sit in your masculine energy. They're working in unison. You're not in one or the other, they're working in unison. I'm feeling this rising within. I now know how to have my own inner balance, and I'm going to see that energy. What is the story? What is the programming? I'm going to transmute it. I'm not going to play that character out anymore, and I'm going to send it away with love. That's how you transmute the energy. Really simple. What makes it challenging is the ego layer and all that programming. I want to get this across today. So why am I standing here, for starters? Because usually I sit down. I've been away. While I was away, so a year, not quite a year ago, at the start of this year, I decided I wanted to work out of my house. And so I'm not joking. I found this beautiful office. This is how soul works. It's peaceful, it's calm, and it's aligned. There's no pushing, there's no hustling, there's no nothing. So I decided I wanted an office, and I actually did go into a shared one, and I realized quickly, no, this is not for me. So it was on a month by month lease. So then I was just sitting at home and I went, you know what? I'm just going to look on this app, property app that we have here in New Zealand. And I saw this and I'm like, wow, go check it out. 4 minutes walk from my house. It's got 3 different rooms, and it's going to allow me to grow and expand, which I will touch on. And it's been great, but I've not fully immersed myself in here. But I manifested this, and it was all done and dusted in a week. It was so simple. No running around town looking for offices, trying to hustle, and negotiate rates and any of that stuff. Nah, none of it. Wanted me to sign a couple of years lease. I said, no, I'm only prepared to sign a year because I'm not sure where I'm going to be. Anyway, I have really anchored myself in, and I have decided this is where I'm going to stay. This is where I'm living. And, well, not in this place, but down the road, that I will buy a home. So I've really anchored all that in, right? I've done that in the last sort of few months because I've been sort of still deciding what I want to do. But now I'm like, nope, this is what I want to do. So anyway, when I moved in here, the paint was disgraceful. The carpet was so grotty. It was horrible. So I asked the landlord if they would consider painting and recarpeting. And you know what? I went away last week and they did it for me. I didn't have to push it. There was no, right, we're going to put the lease up. None of it. None of it. That is how life should be. Stable, anchored in, clarity, energy is my inner masculine energy, right? Saying this is where I'm staying. I'm anchoring myself down here. I'm creating this beautiful space for me. So I'm standing here because I was playing, essentially, and then I saw these and I'm like, oh, you know what, I'm going to do a video. And I can tell you something else I'm going to do. This is the creator being, right? I haven't put my brand name up on the signage, so I'm going to organise that. And I'm also going to be organising a community group, like a support group for women in this office, because I have plenty of space for it. Women entrepreneurs, I don't know, I haven't fully decided, but that's going to be for next year. How bloody cool is that? So cool. Let me share another story. 7 years ago, I was in South Africa and I was a hot, broken mess. I was about 5-6 weeks out of my marriage. I was over there for work and then I stayed on and did a safari. These memories keep coming up on my Facebook page because I'd posted. But anyway, what message I want to get across here is this. And this is probably a real mix of like twin flame soul purpose stuff, but your soul purpose really activates when your masculine is stable. Why do you think that the masculine, the physical form, comes in when the feminine's fully in purpose? Because the masculine is stable, anchored in, secure, consistent, showing up for themselves. And they reflect it, as does your purpose, as does your abundance. If you haven't got that masculine stability, the cards will be on the floor. Okay, you won't hold the money, you won't hold abundance, all the opportunities that come at you. Anyway, my point was, I'm cycling around, but when I was in South Africa, there was a process that I was unaware of at the time that the people that I worked for were going through. They were selling their shares basically to a private equity business. There was all this political bullshit going on, is what I would say. All this game playing, all this ego crap playing out. And then they were trying to hide it from me because I was the GM of the business. And I just look back and I'm like, I see those photos and I'm like, you know what? That is not how that's not how we run this business. This is not how we show up. You know, we don't step in my business with the ego structure and trying to manipulate and control people. And that is not how the new leadership is going to be moving forward. This is what my retreat's all about, and how to really lead from heart space, not from ego, but from your heart space. and lead and resonate and understand the energy. So this is a mixed video today, but what I wanted to get across here is that masculine energy in that other body belongs on you. When you choose you, they choose you. When you love you, they love you. When you're in your heart space, I will be in your heart space. Now, these are not words that I've come up with. These are my masculine's words. When you're in your heart, I'm in your heart. When you are doing, I am doing. When you are being, I am being. When you are running, I am running. Your masculine energy is literally here. When you feel the power of the masculine energy, you will like really sit with this. I talked about this in my community group today. When you sit in this energy, you're like, holy shit, that energy belongs on me. I'm going to stop siphoning it out to friends, family, relationships, whatever that be, romantic or, just friendships. The twin, I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to anchor myself in. I'm going to, I just hung these pictures up on the wall. I've done, I know lots of us do this sort of stuff, but, I'm doing this. I'm creating this. This is my creation. This is my purpose. This is my gift to the world and what I'm bringing here. And so, yes, I am here to help inspire people on this journey and to come into the embodiment and to know that this is all about you. And it's all about you, and not repeating past patterns and behaviors that are not serving you anymore. And that's why the ego falls away. That's why it's so bloody uncomfortable, because we're having to confront all the things that we've avoided. Gonna wrap this up very quickly. Tomorrow is the 11/11 portal. Well, it is in in New Zealand. It's the 11th. So, in the community group, if you want to join, we're actually doing a transmission, a light language transmission. I'm not doing it. I've got a beautiful, another beautiful divine feminine that has got incredible light language, and so she's coming along to do that tomorrow. It's going to be very powerful. It's going to be very focused on this energy, this bringing this masculine and feminine energy, and really coming and anchoring this in. You anchor in the union. You embody the union by remembering you are that, and all this masculine energy actually belongs on you. It doesn't belong over there. It belongs on you. And then everything, what happens then is, because we're talking energy here, what's ever in coherence with this frequency has no choice but to reflect back to you. And that will come through anything in the material world that's in alignment with your frequency. So the reason why the masculine may dip in and out through this journey is because you can't hold the frequency. It's not until you're fully embodied, fully anchored, and really realize that the masculine energy is your masculine energy, and it's just that pushed out, right? So if you're frustrated, if they're showing up frustrated, or they're showing up in wonky energy, then your own inner masculine is not really stable quite yet. Anyway, I am going to finish up here. As always, sending so much love. And if you do want to join that portal, it is in the membership. So just click on the link below in the comments section. You can join. You might enjoy being in there for a bit. There is hours and hours and hours of content. If you pay for it, you would need to pay the first month to get access tomorrow, and it's $88. You need to have 4 weeks essentially to listen to all the content, because it's a monthly subscription. Anyway, I will leave it there. As always, sending so much love.